Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's DIY is going to be this Doctor Who inspired charm made out of polymer clay. This is my first time attempting to work with polymer clay, so do excuse the poor quality of my work. I'm a complete newbie. The technique I'm going to show you today is an image transfer technique, and if you are a fan of Pinterest, I'm sure you've seen these pins going around with picture transfer on wood, and it turns out it works just fine on polymer clay as well, so I really wanted to try it. I think it's a very beginner friendly kind of tutorial, so yeah. You will need a picture from any regular printer, and if your picture has a direction just like me, you might need to mirror it using a picture editing software. I'm using GIMP for that, and it works just fine, and I'm going to put the picture I'm using in this tutorial onto my Facebook page so you can use it as well. Alright, so let's get started. So first you will need a light color clay because the transfer will work better on a lighter color. This is the Fimo Soft in the color Sahara. Then you will need your picture that you wish to transfer, and you will need a spray water bottle filled with water. So first you're going to roll your clay flat, and the thickness will depend on how you like it, but I would say don't go too thin. But it needs to be big enough so it will accommodate for your picture, so it will depend on the size of your picture as well. So once you're happy with your clay piece, you're going to spray it with water, and then you're going to put your image face down, so the ink side onto the clay. Then you're going to spray it generously with water until you can see the design of your picture showing through the back of the paper. So now it's important that you let it dry so the ink can transfer into the clay. And once it's quite dry, you can start rubbing the backing of the picture with your fingers or with a spatula. It's very important that you are patient and gentle with it, because otherwise you could rub the ink off the clay and it won't give you the best result. Except if you want a very damaged look, that can happen as well. So it will take a while for the paper to be all gone. It will kind of go layer by layer, but at the end you will end up with just your colored clay with the ink. On this one, unfortunately, I didn't let it sit at first for long enough, so my design didn't come up as clear as it did on my first attempt. So that will depend as well on what you want. So that's how it looks like with the transfer done. As you can see, there's pieces of ink missing, and that's because I didn't let it dry at the beginning, but on this one everything is showing. So I'm going to trim all around my outer circle there, and so I can make it into a nice circular shape. And then I'm going to smooth out all the edges with my dotting tool, and I'm going to add an eye pin. So now I've decided to age my charm a little, and that it shows that it has been around for a while. So I'm going to do some random cuts and slice with my cutter. So once I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to do some shading with some chalk pastel, and I'm going to start with some brown. And I'm going to make sure that I'll go all around the outer edge, the edges of my charm, and into the slashes and the cuts that I made. I'm also going to distress it a tiny bit more as I go along, just so it looks a bit better or more like I like it, but it's really up to you and how you imagine your charm to be. And because my clay is quite light, I'm going to go all around on a random pattern, so it looked a bit marbled and I had a bit more life to it. Then I'm going to go with some black, and I'm going to concentrate within the cut itself, and I'm going to make sure I'm pressing my brush into the cut, so the sides of the cuts are going to be quite rounded. It's going to give the impression that the cuts have been done quite a while ago. And I'm going to put black everywhere where I think it will have the most damage on the charm. So once you're happy with the shading, all you need to do is bake your piece, so make sure you follow your package instruction for that. and then you can glaze your piece if you wish to. I'm using a Fimo glaze in a matte finish. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know what type of charm you would make using this technique. If you enjoyed this video, why not giving it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, you can subscribe to this channel so you will never miss a new video whenever it's coming up. I'm going to leave all the link to my social media down on the description box below, and feel free to leave me a comment and to share with me whatever you're making. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.